there, and welcome to Andy Robinson RC. Cheers for joining us on the channel today and checking this episode out. So, after a month or so waiting, here it is, finally done, finally finished off and built. We've got the RC10 Clear Collector's Edition, so it's all done and finished, and we're going to be taking it out for a bit of a gentle drive today. So, although it's a bit windy, and I apologise for that, we're back at Fairhaven because this is where the ground's alright enough for me to drive it on without the risk of damaging the thing. But I did want to drive it rather than just say here it is and then bung it in my wardrobe or on a shelf. So we are going to drive it. Now, if you caught my last video, this is the car that was unboxed originally, and then I had to give it back to Paul at Inside Line Models because he only got one in at the time. So Paul had that one, which is this one here, and he built it up. Not 100%, but he built most of it up and put it in a display case. And then last week he messaged to say a few more had come in. Do you want to come and pick one up? So anyway, I was having to think about this, and going off a few comments I've read, a couple of other videos, the plastic can be, you know, a bit harder and maybe a bit more difficult to work with when you're building it up. So I was a bit concerned with the way I build things. I do it awkwardly most of the time. I didn't want to put any pressure on the parts or damage them, so I very cheekily asked Paul, I said, can I have the one that's in your display case and I'll finish it off, and then you take my new in-box one. So that's what we agreed. So it's kind of cool because it's the car I unboxed originally. So what have I done? Well, I've done the body shell for it. I had to put the strengthening tubes from the nose plate to the chassis tub on. The battery tray and aerial mount had to go in, and I just did a few little odd things really just to finish it off. But it's all done, it's all here. Body was a bit flimsy on this in places. I didn't think it was overly thick, unfortunately, so it wasn't the best to cut out, I didn't think really. But anyway, I didn't cut it out, my wife did. But she did a grand job anyway. We had to mess around with getting it lined up a bit, but we've done it and it's all sitting as it should. Paint wise, I wanted to go translucent with it because the idea is to see the chassis and everything about it. So I decided to go for pink, a translucent pink. But first I used the Tamiya clear pearl first, and that gives it a nice sort of sheen, little pearlescent sheen to it. So yeah, I quite like it. You have to let me know what you think about it, but I thought it was pretty cool. Anyway, let's come here to do what we've actually said I was going to do. Let's run this. So I haven't gone wild with the motor, I never do really. It's just got a 17 turn brushed motor, so Reedy modified Radon 2 17 turn brushed motor. Quick 1060 ESC in there, so it's not going to get raced or anything, so I didn't see the point of putting an expensive ESC in. I've got a spare Savox servo in that I had, and just found a spare 2.4 gig radio. Anyway, let's give it a go. I haven't adjusted the slipper on this yet, so it's probably not set correctly, but anyway, we'll give it a bit of a go. And what was I say? So yeah, it's not lightning quick, but it's fine for doing this. I just wanted to get it and say, yeah, I've ran it. No, actually, it feels nice and responsive. Tyres are not too bad on it, actually. I thought it'd be terrible. But yeah, it's not bad. It's a bit understeery, but yeah. It does look cool though. I think off the top of my head I've got an 81 tooth spur which came with it, and then I think it's a 24 tooth pinion. So I could do with tightening the slipper clutch on it, I think. But yeah, so it does go around nicely. Yeah, mainly this was just to say this video was just to document the car running and it being used. more than anything else. I have seen another video one that he was running. It was only 1 minute 40 seconds I think, and basically it was just a quick time lapse of it being built and then it being driven around on like a gravel track, which personally I wasn't going to do this sort of thing with this one, but still, you know, the guy's bought it and he's using it, so that's cool. So I thought some nice grass would be perfect for this. I don't want to do any more with it really. I think my mate Richard from RLRC is actually going to race it. So he's a brave man. So I'm looking forward to seeing that. So yeah, so pretty cool. It's bloody freezing out here though. Anyway, let's bring it back. I don't think my son appreciates being out here. It's a bit cold and blowy. So what we'll quickly do is, while we're here, Scovo's having a wee paddy. Now this is probably going to be dangerous, I know, because it's a bit breezy. But just so you can see it close up, I'm going to take the body off here. Hopefully it won't blow away. Yeah, they always feel really flimsy, these bodies on here. Anyway, so if I pick it up, there you go, trying to hold on to everything, there you go, that's it all built, all done. As I say, Paul did a good job of building it up essentially, and he had no damage building the parts up. He did say take your time with it, and he used a fresh set of Allen drivers with it, which is probably a good idea as well. We should have just said take your time building it. So, but yeah, otherwise happy with that. It's all done, all done. So yeah, let me know what you think of it in the comments and everything as well. You know what I did think as well? I did think they might actually give you bearings with this kit, but they didn't. They've done it like the original with just some brass sintered bushings, but I didn't actually think they might put bearings in it. But I suppose it's essentially a display piece, isn't it? But there you go. Anyway, I'm rather pleased with that. I do like it. I'm glad I've got one of these. So yeah. Right. Oh, also as well, if anyone's wondering what the little black thing is, that's a little power cap I've put in there because these Savox servos are really, they like to drain everything. So I put one of them in since it's brushed. Oh, that's windy. Right, anyway, I don't think we'll be staying out much longer, to be honest. It's not very nice out. It's sunny and the ground's dry enough, it's just blooming cold and windy. Anyway, so put the shell back on. And I haven't lost anything yet, which is good. But I'm hoping now what Associated will do is they'll bring out a gold pan, the original gold pan out again. That'd be good to see again, and maybe the Worlds or something along those lines. And then I can get one of them, and we can maybe race that one. Because I don't think I'd want to race this. There you go. So, yeah, as I said, I like it. I'm pretty pleased with how it turned out. Now, before I forget, this video has been sponsored by Inside Line Models, so a massive thanks to Paul and the team Inside Line Models. And they've kindly still let us use the 5% discount code, so you can get 5% off anything online on their website. So it's www.insidelinemodels.com, and the discount code you need is AndyRC5, so make sure you use that if you can. And again, massive thanks to Inside Line Models for getting hold of this car in the first place, because I don't think too many have made it into the UK as of yet. So yeah, massive thanks. Right, so I'm going to say bye for now. Cheers for checking this one out. I hope you enjoyed it, and yeah, awesome stuff. And just before I go, I'm going to say bye, but we're going to put it on the ground again and just give it a quick blast. But cheers for checking this one out. Much appreciated. Look after yourselves and take care. that's it from me. Cheers again, and we'll see you all soon.